Well, here we are in early April and we're in our neighbour's front garden. Now this is a holiday home for him, and hay's quite an expensive commodity, especially non-treated grass as this is, and we can get it for free as long as we do the cutting.
It's just gentle, slowly, going slowly. You can take your time doing it. And then this will spring back, and before he comes back to his holiday home, we might, with a bit of luck, get another cut in. We're actually, because of the vagaries of the weather at the moment, we're actually drying this in the greenhouse. It's the €5 greenhouse. It's open-sided, so you can get it nice and dry.
These are the two grass sickles that we'll be using. We've got this lighter one bought from a do-it-yourself shop. It's light, it's forged, but it's not very robust, and the handle isn't that comfortable, but it works. The better one is this one, which is a British one made by Elwell, dating about probably 1930, maybe up to 1940. It's got a real good weight and it cuts really nicely. And the other thing is, of course, is that you can probably find these old tools quite cheaply still in car boot sales and the like, and yard sales, and they are, I think, superior. They've got a nice time-worn edge to them, and I actually think that much of the steel is of better quality. But yeah, so look around for these. They are better to use, traditionally made tools, often handmade. I think this is machine forged, but nevertheless it doesn't matter. They are a good, timeless kind of tool, very, very useful. And these are probably a better price second-hand, obviously, than the newer ones, and better made. They've got the name of the manufacturer. This one is Elwell, which is in the Midlands of England, and they've been now, I think, taken over by Spear & Jackson. The other thing that I'm carrying here on the belt, but in fact probably should be hung up on a fence, is this nice little gadget, which is an animal's horn, cows, and in it you carry your stone for sharpening the sickle, and it keeps water in it as well, so you can keep the stone nice and well lubricated and clean. So that always goes wrong. We've got an older one still, which I think is a ram's horn, which we found in one of the outbuildings here. That's not watertight, so I'm not going to use that one. But it's a really useful little tool. Hang it up on a fence, it's always there, and you've got a whetstone to hand all the time.
So this is my technique for cutting it. I don't know if it's right, but it works for me. It's slow, but it cuts it really nicely. I've only ever used a strimmer once, and I hated it. It made a load of noise, and apart from that, I cut off a slow worm's tail, and ever afterwards I used to see him slithering around the garden. It's a nice feeling doing this. It's plenty of time to philosophise, and if you can hear it in the background, a very noisy lawnmower. And if you wanted to grow your own corn for your chicks, this would be a way of harvesting it as well. And last year, because it was such good weather, I also got to use his back garden for making hay as well, and to train the quails to free range and find their own food with their mother hen. They told me in Normandy they used to put cider in the bottom of them.
Well, that's a good idea. You drink it and increase your iron level as well in your blood.